Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
To throw is Daniels. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Isaiah Pacheco, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. To try here for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is caught, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Pacheco once again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. A give to Pacheco off the option. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Pierce in motion left. Now Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the right side and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That one complete to McConkey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Daniels. Oh, able to avoid him. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Daniels. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Touchdown, Washington! Romeo Dobbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty Right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Home troops right. 21.
Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, go Lion, set. Go.
Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
21. Set. Go. Set.
Herbert now. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Kappa. Taylor tight. Crowd right. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
5-9, 5-9.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
59. Ray.
Operating from the gun. Herbert finds Johnston. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To the air goes Daniels. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Daniels looking to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. To throw is Daniels. Left side, he finds Pierce. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Washington going to send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Hey, go Lion.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Balin Tiger.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
That's good for Washington. First down. First and 10 at the 25.
Now Daniels. And he slings one that's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Let's go, let's go. Hey,
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Go, go. 5-9, 5-9. Go.
Here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Hey, ram. Hold the right. 21.
First down, Chargers.
Back to throw again. That one complete to McConkey. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Hey, go Lion. Go. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Hey, go Lion.
He'll try again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. On the give, it's Vidal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Commander defense able to hold.
Let's go now. Check.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 98 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
60-6.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd
And they'll try to run the option here. And avoids the contact by sliding. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And 13.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was